Oh no. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The end is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh shit.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
All the computers say the end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. It's never the end. Okay. Sure. Why do all the computers
Stanley
say
went
that?
around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Sure.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
New content?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. What is it? What is exciting to show me now? Oh, I'm worried. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable.
That's
and about
good.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Oh.
The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
That's
so
true.
Forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Yeah.
I say we take it one step even further.
Oh.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. The end is never the end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
It's true.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
A whole new Stanley Parable would be pretty cool. With a bunch of new stuff.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Yeah, what
But
does
the
that even
Stanley
mean?
Parable 2. Now
Or
that's an artistic
TSP.
statement right
Better
there.
TSP.
It's
Win-win.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you there. Look at all the logos for it. I
Now, to be
completely
clear,
agree.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Scrum design pitch,
if I can
great.
loosely organize a
Pitch design
handful of
number 2
interesting
chart.
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll
Okay.
all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New features. Damn, there's gonna be some new features. Okay, all right. I'm into this, narrator. I'm into this. Tell me what's going on. What do we got here?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That's new. Hear your name in game. This isn't true. There's no
For
way.
the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So
Okay.
with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Okay.
Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay,
Just
all right,
play
fine.
along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Oh,
Falling
right.
in
I'm
love
awake.
and being
Ah,
heartbroken as Jim.
damn
Seizing all
it.
of the world's
I'm so
possibilities
heartbroken.
as Jim. And
Yeah.
as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Okay.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Wow.
Yes,
that was crazy.
What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described
that
you.
is me.
Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
Jim.
Oh, damn.
It's even harder the second time.
It's
if
saying
this
my
were
name.
The only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
We don't want to be too much
Jim.
Jim.
Away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No. Jim button. But I want to be Jim. Okay. That's okay. I guess we can't all be Jim. Sometimes we just can't be Jim, you know? Sometimes we just can't be Jim. That's okay. We got other features. We can look at for the Stanley Parable too. What's the next feature?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Okay. Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, okay. You want me to decide? Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
Okay, yeah, you're second-guessing yourself
We're
now.
moving on.
Yeah, we'll move on. A free and new easy achievement. It just works. Okay, what's this new easy achievement that we can get here? Hold the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. Okay. You see, you'll come to this lever. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans.
I'm just going to keep pulling it until it happens.
Who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
What if I keep pulling the lever? Give me my achievement. Give it to me. Okay, that's fine. That's a good one. So that's one that you're gonna implement so we can get the test achievement. I understand. All right, what other crazy stuff?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The infinite hole, it won't end. Okay, what's the infinite hole? Opening, rim surrounding depth infinity. Okay, so it's just an infinite hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Oh?
This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Really?
You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games. You see, isn't it wonderful?
It
One
is.
of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Okay.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Okay.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's possible. I could. I'm now curious.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay, whoa.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't say anything. You were saying
stuff. All this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite. Okay. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So if I don't press the teleport button, what happens then? Management to everyone, me, meeting at 2 p.m. Management. New mug.
Great.
All right.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, well, we'll go see more of your ideas for the sequel here. I'm so excited for this sequel. You have no idea, Mr. Narrator Man. Okay. So, the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's...
Okay.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Shit. That's fine. Well, hold on, there's a bucket, though. What's up here? Settings World Champion. Okay, that's new. What is this one?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
It would.
Yes, it would go at the end of the... well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. An epilogue would be kind of fun. Sure. The reassurance bucket. What is this? What is this?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Sure.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
What was that?
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, I can give it a try?
Can you feel it?
Oh,
the
yeah.
glow of comfort, even
I'm
in the
so
face
comfortable
of
right now.
Despair must already be sweeping through your body.
Exactly.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, okay.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Perfect. I'm going to take the bucket with me, though. If that's okay.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I don't think they do. I don't think... You think you're very right. The button that says gym is what has changed to now. That's fucking beautiful. Okay, new easy achievement. All right, let's go to the exit then. Oh, actually, we should go to see what the collectibles are. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, hey! I got 1 of 6. That's awesome. At the mall, can I find them?
It's the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I mean, it would be kind of nice if there was a reward, you know? I wouldn't, like, be opposed to it. That's okay. I get it. I'll take my bucket, though.
All right.
Thank you for the bucket.
Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah, we can move on. Let's move on from this new content of the Stanley Parable 2. Oh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you
Pretty
like
good.
all of the new features? Yes,
Yeah.
I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's
I can feel it
definitely
too.
a good game in there somewhere. Say,
Yeah.
let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
this
let's
is
do a
much
different
better. I
arrangement.
feel
Obviously,
good about
that's
this.
that
Here
one.
we
That
go.
one was the bad one.
Version
Version 2. Okay, what's version 2?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I
That's
do very
true.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't stand
we
on their
don't
own.
necessarily
They would
need a
the
sequel.
structure and the gameplay of the original.
Understand.
Wait, maybe that's it.
What?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
I mean,
with respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
You could.
Would it possibly work?
It might.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
Sure.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Okay. Ha! It actually took me to the title screen. The Stanley Parable 2. What the fuck? Oh shit. This is a great game. This is a great game. Okay, let's continue on a little bit longer.
This is the
Quick to
story of
skip.
a man named Stanley.
Oh. Oh shit. Should I have not skipped?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Well, we have some of the new features in here.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I did. Okay. I have the bucket now. Oh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. It's my reassurance bucket. It keeps me safe.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Yeah.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. Damn. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
That's fucked up. This is my bucket.
Supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
Yeah.
Given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
I'm being
strong.
strong.
Bucket.
It's
this
fine.
is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yes.
You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
No.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has
wow.
sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults
broom closet.
simply in order to
Let's
get you to hand
down.
over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, well,
this is worse than I had imagined.
This broom closet's an asshole.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well,
That's
I never.
Fucking.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand
you,
on the wide
closet.
variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
We
Go
kissed.
through each of them point by point.
We kissed.
Share your journal
I kissed
entries
this bucket.
detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Over all
Let
those
him have
years.
it.
Yeah, you fucking stupid ass broom closet. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? No, my bucket. You don't get to fucking take
Coming to
my
a
bucket.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
This is my bucket. Okay, first we're gonna go to the bathroom. Oh my god.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
I know.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I plan to. I got a feeling money's for stealing. That's great. So I've got one of the figurines. I can't go back in there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I did.
Was it the bucket knew all along?
The bucket did.
The bucket guiding him?
The bucket always guides me.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Me and the bucket are lovers. Oh, hey, look, another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
Stanlerines?
I think I like that.
Stanlerine's
Another
pretty good.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. I'll take a Stanlerine. Stanlerine works. All right, bucket. What are we doing? It's me and the adventure of the narrator and the bucket at this point.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
That's
Soothing
true.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you, bucket. Thank you.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. We got this bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
There's so many.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Damn, we both wondered this. Me and my bucket. What the fuck is going on?
The monitors
Cameras.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
It's true.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's okay, Bucket. Everything is gonna be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Oh,
Had
no.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
What do you
These
want to do,
questions
Bucket?
raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
This is making
No!
this-
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
No.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
This
At
bucket
this
is my
point,
friend.
He could trust no one except for the bucket.
Only Bucket. No one else. Just Bucket.
But here was the proof.
Oh,
The heart of the
shit.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy,
Uh-huh.
or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
We gotta save
As
the Bucket.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert.
No. We're gonna turn it off. And me and the Bucket are gonna live peacefully.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
It might be.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly,
Freedom.
the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once
Are we
they
gonna get
stepped
married?
through this massive door, the bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Hey,
Stanley
yo.
wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them
Oh,
wanted to
all
begin
right.
watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't-
one
yeah,
they'd lived
yeah.
together with one another.
We're doing
to
it with
lean
the
on,
bucket.
To trust, to support.
Oh,
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley
Wait.
and the bucket not about to be freed?
wait, no, but Bucket.
Unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
But Bucket.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
What?
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself
No.
recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths.
But
not
it's
to
my
part
bucket.
with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this
This is-
building has anything to say about it.
But this is my
Stanley
bucket.
realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least we have the
To be
bucket.
trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
That's true.
As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
Yeah.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh. What? 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 Where's my bucket? Well, shit.